everybody, welcome back to another episode of 5 Minute Gaming News, the show that may or may not be 5 minutes. Today in the news, it turns out if you haven't been regularly logging into your Ubisoft account, you may be at risk of losing it. That is, of course, according to Twitter user, X user, PC enjoyer. The frustrated user claimed they recently received the following email from Ubisoft. We noticed that you have not been using your Ubisoft account associated with the email address. We have temporarily suspended your inactive Ubisoft account and will be closing it permanently in 30 days in accordance with our terms of use. Which, to be honest, temporarily suspending an account seems less like a first warning and more like harsh punishment. However, the Ubisoft support Twitter quickly chimed in after the post was made, reiterating that users can avoid having their account close simply by logging in and selecting the cancel account closure link provided in these warning emails. So yes, while you can save your account by stopping its closure, this whole debacle brings up a major point of concern when it comes to digital games libraries. But it gets even worse. In a recent Ubisoft support tweet, the company shared, if you decide to close your Ubisoft account, you will not be able to play our games even if they have been bought in Steam. Which is a major issue in regards to consumer protection and digital games. This has been a thing that I think a lot of people have been worried about for a long time. It's why people want to preserve and keep physical games alive, because digital, really, we're just all renting it. Long-term renting it till someone takes it away. And in the past, I've been one of those people that's been like, I don't really like physical games. I don't like having boxes and this and this and this, and I'm fine with digital. I'm not fine with this, though. I'm not fine with this, and I've never been fine with this. And I think this is the problem with people like me and other people who are like, digital's just easier. Yeah, it's easier, but at the end of the day, we're kind of shooting ourselves in the foot when it comes to, do we really own these games? Is it something that we can play 10, 20 years from now? Can we go back and play a game that was digital only in the future? Chances are probably not, based on things like this. Like that Xbox version of Assassin's Creed 2 that I have, Ubisoft can't just come to my house and take it, right? But in this case, if I don't log into their stupid thing, because let's be real, what Ubisoft am I playing lately? Nothing. If I don't log in, they're gonna just take my stuff. And if anything, it just makes me embarrassed to want to play the digital stuff, and I feel like a fool. And speaking of feeling like a fool, Diablo 4's team recently apologized for the update that they released, saying, look, it's not going to happen again. This patch, which released 2 days before the season of the Malignant Battle Pass season, essentially nerfed all character classes thanks to a reduction in critical strike damage, vulnerability damage, cooldown reduction bonuses, experience bonuses for killing higher level enemies, and more. According to The Verge, in the live stream, Associate Director Joe Pipiora, Game Director Joe Shelley, and Community Chief Adam Fletcher acknowledged complaints about the patch. Fletcher said of the reduction, "We know it is bad, we know it is not fun," and added, "We don't plan on doing a patch like this ever again." And I think Reddit user BlinkyVX phrased it perfectly by saying, fixed an issue where player base was having fun. Moving forward, the Diablo 4 team has shared that they not only plan to provide note explanations for each patch a week before they're implemented, but when it comes to player power, the devs won't do it again without offering some compelling alternatives for players to pursue. Which does absolutely nothing to address any of the issues players had, and is them just being like, oh, well, we won't do anything this drastic ever again, because you already did it. They already did it. So, them being like, guys, we're so sorry we ruined your fun. We promise not to make a crazy change like this again. They've already nerfed everything to the point where it's mega grindy, so they don't need to do that again. It already happened. They haven't reversed anything or said they're going to reverse anything, so they still got away with it. People are just now like, oh, well, at least in the future when they screw us, we will know. I have a suspicious feeling it won't be the last time we hear the phrase, "it won't happen again" from the Diablo team. Anyway, it's Monday, so it's time for new releases. Starting off this Tuesday, the long-awaited sequel to 2019's Remnant, From the Ashes, is finally here. In Remnant 2, players will defend the last of humanity by traveling to terrifying worlds and battling deadly creatures in order to stop an evil from destroying all of reality itself. And of course, you can take on this evil solo or in co-op with up to 2 friends. While the series has been given the tagline Dark Souls with guns by players, the sequel is definitely packing a lot more than its predecessor, promising an even bigger, better, and beefier playing experience. And then on Thursday, the 27th, it's time to set off for the uncharted edges of space with The Expanse, a Telltale series. Set during the events preceding The Expanse television series, players step into a narrative shoes of Kamina Drummer as they explore all the stresses and choices that the far reaches of space can offer. Additionally, in the familiar Telltale style, the game will release in 5-episode increments every 2 weeks. I'm not only curious to see what this does with the Expanse universe, I love that show, but also I want to see what this does for Telltale and their future projects. Anyway, that is it for me. Thanks so much. I'll see y'all tomorrow for another episode of 5 Minute Gaming News.